We are eating well with some really great boomer shooters coming out of early access, and our review today is for Beyond Sunset, a stylish synth-wave shooter that comes close to being a really solid take, but there's a few kind of bugs in the system. In Beyond Sunset, we play as Lucy, a kind of cybernetic enhanced person who has lost her memory, and of course it is the cyberpunk future where evil corporations now rule the world with a dreaded AI at the helm. In order to find her memories and save the world, we are going to hack and slash and shoot our way through this synth-wave 80s inspired cyberpunk shooter. What's very interesting about Beyond Sunset is kind of the framing for the different levels. This is not like your standard shooter where each episode is made up of a collection of levels, beat all the levels, move to the next episode. Here, each episode has a kind of completely different theme and structure to them. The first episode was essentially the demo of the game, taking place in a very tightly controlled area that teaches you about moving, jumping, and shooting. The second episode, the footage you're seeing right here, is more of an open world style, as you must find 3 keys and explore to kill everything that gets in your way. And each episode does a great job of kind of fleshing out and changing the formula in very subtle ways. Our combat here is very much high emphasis on movement and push forward. Enemies will drop health and ammo as you kill them, and your katana is perhaps your most powerful weapon. It can reflect bullets back at enemies, it does really great damage against small and medium class enemies, and it can also be charged for a fatality, which grants you even more of health and ammo. You're going to need that, especially if you're playing this on the higher difficulties. Each weapon will eventually get access to kind of a secondary mod that changes the properties of it, such as your shotgun becoming your grenade launcher, machine gun rocket, and so on and so forth. The money that you pick up or find from side missions or secrets can be used to upgrade your character. Health is probably going to be your most important upgrade if you're playing on the highest difficulty, as enemies can chew through your health very fast, and I'll come back to that point in a few minutes. Within each episode, there's going to be different enemies and enemy types you're going to be fighting, and you're going to have to kind of deal with their subtle variations, along with the levels being massive to find all the secrets in there. And while the large levels are great, it kind of begins a few of the issues I have with Beyond Sunset. The game was made in Z-Dune, right down to the very classic wireframe map. And while it does provide you with a good indication of where everything is, it can be very hard to keep track of where stuff is on the map. When you get to some of the larger episodes, especially episode 2, it is very easy to lose track of where you're going, or what did that switch hit in some other part of this massive looking area. And if you miss that one door or that one clue, good luck trying to find it on your own. While the later episodes are a bit more constrained, again, with each episode having its own specific theme or style, does help to keep things fresh. The difficulty here is a little bit awkward. Even on the highest difficulty setting, enemies go down very fast, and so do you. And I like the use of the push forward combat. You can tank a lot of damage if you're good at bullet reflecting and getting in for those fatalities, and you'll eventually unlock other ways of regaining health and ammo as well. Where things start to get a little bit more annoying is when you start fighting the higher class enemies. These would be the elites and the boss fights. First off, you'll fight giant robots, and these are kind of your first tier of the elite style. They take a lot of damage, and you can't fatality them or use your sword against them. Then there are the shielded enemies, who will become your bane as you play through this game. Shielded enemies will always have some of the heaviest and nastiest weapons available for an episode. In the very first episode, the shotgun-wielding guys basically destroy you in about 1 second of focus fire. And you can't just shoot through shields. You must use your pistol's kind of charge shot, which is not a hit scan, it's an actual projectile, to break the shield before you can hit them. You can sometimes, if you parry just right, knock all their bullets back and destroy the shield that way, but they are a common nuisance, especially in lots of arenas, where that one guy that you didn't see can just whammy you, and there's nothing you could have done other than just having eyes in the back of your head. As you get further in, each episode features a very different and challenging boss. And the bosses themselves are probably one of the lower points in the game, because now you're dealing not only with a very heavily armored unit that takes lots and lots of bullets to kill, but also one that can probably kill you in less than a second in some of their attacks. And I'll admit right here that I had to turn on invincibility during these boss fights, because otherwise it would just be way too annoying to fight them. Because you can be doing it perfectly right, and then that one attack you didn't prepare for, you didn't notice, and there goes 100 plus points of health and you are dead. Now you can quick save in most encounters, and I would suggest if you're starting to be a little bit frustrated by the game, when you get to some of the multi-wave arenas, make sure to use a quick save or one of the in-game save options, just to kind of lock in that progress. Despite the size and variety of the episodes, it does feel a little bit repetitive in places, as most of the structure is going to be fight lots of enemies, move into another area, it's arena time, fight lots of enemies, move to the next area, fight lots of enemies. A nice change of pace is when you get to the cyberpunk style hacking that not only changes the aesthetic, but throws in more puzzle solving rather than just running and gunning, as you'll pew pew with your hand here to try and get lasers to their respective switches. And the general gunplay in Beyond Sunset is really great. While you do have an air dash, it is your slide that's going to be your primary defensive move, as you can use it quite frequently, there is no cooldown, and you can get away from a lot of nasty enemies using it. All in all, I enjoyed Beyond Sunset. If you're looking for a kind of refinement or a brand new take on a Doom or Boomer Shooter style, it's not going to really work in that respect. But if you're looking for a very well executed and stylish take, I would at least give this one a play. And remember, there's no shame in lowering the difficulty if you end up just keep getting crushed by a few of those shielded guys. Beyond Sunset was played with a press key provided by the publisher. Let me take a look at your game. For a future stream and showcase designed to involve synth, shooting, or cyberpunk, please get in touch. If you play this one as well, let me know what you thought about it, especially with some of the more annoying boss fights. And with that, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see everyone for our next review. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and if you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.